Hey, what up, socialites? Welcome back to the Social Studies Podcast with me, Joe Dombrowski.
And me, Gasper Randazzo.
You're ridiculous. All right, you guys, I got a lot happening right now in my life. So this weekend, I'm actually filming a Don't Tell comedy set, which you guys, if you don't know what that is, which you might not, it's kind of a big deal in the comedy world. So would love to have you there. I'm doing my taping on the 23rd in LA. And then I have My Straight Friends back in Seattle on the 28th of August. And then, I'm going to be at the store every first Wednesday, like I told you. So that one's September 4th. We got My Straight Friends at the store. You can check my website for all the My Straight Friends shows in LA and Seattle. And we're also coming to Nashville and Portland and Austin, a few other places. Anyway, the official tour starts September 12th. Irvine, California, San Jose, Sacramento, Charleston, Charlotte, Boston, New York, Portland, Maine, Winnipeg, Atlantic City, Newark, Toronto, Chicago, Atlanta, and a bunch of places. Get your tickets at thejoedombrowski.com.
And you can see me at this week, Columbus and Cincinnati. Next week, Allentown. Then I start work.
And I'm going to be in Manasquan.
I hope you are. It's a great city. Then I will be in Grantville, Pennsylvania, which is right near Hershey, Poughkeepsie, Raleigh, North Carolina, Pottstown, Pennsylvania, Rochester, New York, Long Island, Manasquan, Chandler, Arizona, and San Diego. Get your tickets at GasperRandazzo.com.
We legitimately haven't spoken in a while. It's been a hell of a week. I got a stomach flu. I'm down like probably 13 pounds.
I need to get one of those. I just ate a fucking 2 pounds of kimchi from Trader Joe's.
I'm so jealous. I love kimchi.
I just had it for the first time.
That Trader Joe's is like fine. There's some really good brands.
It's not like I wasn't expecting like, fine cuisine, but it's good.
Right. I'm still not. Things aren't coming out normal. Still, I'm getting confused. My mom's like, maybe you have a like bug or so, like a pest in you, and I'm like, maybe. Wait,
now they still don't know what it is. Did you go to a doctor?
I did.
And what'd they say?
They were like, you think you just have like a stomach virus, like stomach flu?
Yeah, because you could have a parasite in you.
Why would you say that to me?
I had one. It's not a big deal.
What are you talking about?
I had a parasite once. It was fine, but then I was feeling like all this pain. I had to get a chest x-ray, and it was like moving its way up my body, basically.
So this is some bullshit?
No, call Melissa.
Where'd you get a parasite while you live in Staten Island? Probably walking down the street.
No, I got in Dominican Republic. We went once on a vacation.
Wait.
No, not when I was filming the show.
Oh, God. That'd have been some shit. Well, you drank the water, didn't you? You drank the water.
I drank the ice. Like I ate ice in a cup and I got a parasite. I was fine. I was just very sick. So, Joseph, speaking of sickness, we're gonna jump around a lot this episode. We haven't talked. What?
Can I say one thing though?
Yeah.
Since we're speaking of sickness. Gas. I was doing sets in LA. I was doing podcasts. I was having a good time, getting ready. The reason I was there is because it was the very first My Straight Friend show at the Comedy Store. Fucking 2:00 in the morning, the day of the show. I'm waking up in the morning, shitting like crazy and throwing up like crazy, shaking. I'm like, oh my God, I don't think I'm going to be able to do the show. It didn't leave the whole day. I had to dip out of the show. I didn't even do the show.
But that was the same thing that kind of happened to you when you were in Arizona, no?
Wrong. That was food poisoning. And I thought this was food poisoning at first, but then I went to the doctor. They're like, this ain't food poisoning. Food poisoning is like, comes on hard, strong, and then when it's gone, it's gone. And they're like, this is not food poisoning.
Yeah, so you have like legit illness.
Illness, right. But I was so bummed. I was so mad. I was so excited about that show. It's so creative, and Richie and I have just been working our asses off to make it perfect. And it was just like a total bummer that I couldn't experience.
How
that
was
with
the
him.
show?
Apparently amazing. So we had someone stand in for me, Jared Goldstein, great comic out in LA. He killed it. And then all the comics on it killed it. And Richie killed it so much. He had it like down to a science, was just running the ship so tight that everybody who was there still said the show was like unbelievable. And I'm like, that makes me feel so good to hear it. It made me even more excited for the next one. So
yeah, because now you know that it's there. It's good. You know what I mean?
And I'm coming out with heaters on this next one. Let me tell you.
Do you have the lineup for the next one?
We do, yeah. It's Steph Tolev, Ben Polizzi, if you ever watch that show, F-Boy Island. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ben Polizzi, Natasha Leggero. You probably don't know, but she was, because you don't know. Not Natasha, not because he wouldn't know you, because you don't know anybody. She was on like Chelsea Lately and shit. I think she was on Chelsea Lately.
That's Chelsea Handler?
Yeah, that is Chelsea Lately. And then Steve Fury, good friend of mine, really funny guy. So it's gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be great. Very excited. Anyway, what are we talking about? Illness?
No. So all right. So I had like a skin tag under my eye. It wasn't like a skin tag. It was it looked like a skin tag, right? So
if this ends with you telling me it was eggs of some sort of something, I'm out.
No. So I go to, I guess, has my piano lessons,
but you
right?
See why I would say that with you, right?
Because
you would whip out this story about, some fucking creature from Africa came over on the Staten Island ferry, and now I got these fucking moth eggs under my eyelids. It's like you would do that. You would say that to me.
I'm gonna just let them hatch,
right? Hey, don't hurt me, so I don't just leave it.
That's what I'm doing with the fig tree right now, because I got two birds' nests in the fig tree. I felt so bad. I don't want to disrupt their homes, so I'm leaving them. Yes. They're destroying all my figs. Back. I know. I'm just trying to get back on the side. I killed them all. No, I'm just kidding. No, but like I was like, they're eating all the figs, and I was like, I can't just take a house away from these birds. I was like, whatever, I'll get the low figs. It's fine. Like, how many figs can I eat? I'm very ill right now from all the fig consumption.
I'm so jealous.
I do this every year.
Don't even have figs yet.
Yeah, I do this every year. I eat too many figs up top, and then I'm sick the rest of the summer. Right around this time, I'm sick for the next month. Yeah, no, I just realized that's why I've been sick, probably. Anyway, all right. Well, and I ate that whole bag of kimchi. It was a family size. I'm like, well, I'm a family. If I lived alone, I would consider myself a family. So I get to the dermatologist, right? Okay, so backtrack. I bring Gasper to piano lessons.
How do people listen to this? It doesn't blow your mind that people listen to this.
Yeah, sorry guys for being here with us. All right, let's take a quick break from our sponsor, Joe.
Okay, you guys, listen, I've never talked to you about this before, but I swear to God, it's true. I love sherbet. I even had sherbet at my wedding. Gasper, did I not have sherbet at my wedding? I ate it. Love sherbet, which is why I was so excited when I found out that Liquid IV has rainbow sherbet flavor. And let me tell you what, it got me through a bout of the stomach flu when I needed to stay hydrated. All I was doing was popping Liquid IV left and right. And I gotta say, I love it. It's super easy. If you can do a tearing motion, you can do Liquid IV. It's super easy to stay hydrated with Liquid IV, and even easier to stay hydrated when you travel with Liquid IV. In small concealable packages, you can take it with you anywhere. You can cool off this summer with a total array of reimagined flavors like the iconic rainbow sherbet that I just told you about, and also popsicle firecrackers, which takes you right back to the Sandlot. Let me tell you, you can find a ton of other flavors too, like acai berry, lemon lime, pina colada, and there's also a line of sugar-free flavors like raspberry melon, white peach, and green grape. Tear, pour, live more. One stick plus 16 ounces of water hydrates you better than water alone. Powered by Live Hydroscience, an optimized ratio of electrolytes, essential vitamins, and clinically tested nutrients that turn ordinary water into extraordinary hydration. 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drink, 8 essential vitamins and nutrients, and it's always non-GMO, vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, and of course, soy-free. Indulge in hydration this summer with Liquid IV. Get 20% off your first order of Liquid IV when you go to liquidiv.com and use the code SOCIAL at checkout. That's 20% off your first order when you shop Better Hydration today using the promo code SOCIAL at liquidiv.com. I'm not joking, you guys. I've tried a lot of different products that are similar. Liquid IV is absolutely my favorite. I really enjoy their flavors. And let me tell you what, whatever the flavor says is the flavor that you will taste. The firecracker tastes exactly like that popsicle, and the sherbet tastes like sherbet. I love it. I'm going to keep using it. Hey, it's keeping your boy alive. Back to the podcast.
Another side story, just so you know, Gasper lost his tooth today, and he's been trying to lose it for the last few days. I took him to the dentist to get a cavity filled. He goes to the dentist. He goes, wow, look how loose my tooth is. He goes, you want me to just rip it out? He goes, okay. And he just yanked the tooth out. Gasper was like, ah! So now he has no two front teeth. It's great. Anyway, I got to go put money in the thing. I don't know if any kids are listening. Anyway, so I go to, while he's at piano lessons, there's a skincare place underneath. So I go to the lady, I go, hey, you have a sign on the door that says skin tags. I think this is a skin tag. She's like, no, it's not a skin tag. It's a buildup of oil. I said, okay, what does that mean? Shocked. So she's like, it's just like an oil abscess. She's like, if I give you a good facial, it'll come out. So I was like, well, it's right under my eye. So I was like, I don't know. You're going to facial me and touch my eye? And she's like, no. So she's like, it's not that. Like, it's fine. Like, we rub your eye. I was like, nah, I don't trust it. So I went to the dermatologist today, right? I don't care. She's a licensed Staten Island esthetician, whatever. I was like, I'm good. I went to a dermatologist. First, it was $120 for a facial. She's going to rub my face with fucking sugar for $120. I'll do that myself. So I get to the dermatologist. I'm just saying.
I fully understand why my dad really likes you. I fully get it.
But like, Melissa's like, it'll feel so good. It's a massage. I was like, we have very different definitions of feeling good massages. So anyway, I go to the dermatologist today. So first off, he's like, get comfortable under the robe. I took all my clothes off. I thought, I don't fucking know. I got naked. I thought they were checking me. He said he's going to check my whole body. What the hell am I going to be in my underwear for? So then he comes in with a nurse. And now I'm like, oh, shit. Because now I'm just in there naked. So I was like, oh, I'm just so you guys know I'm naked. And they were like, oh, why? I'm like, I don't fucking know. So I put my underwear back on. So then he goes, all right. So
I love that you warned them.
No, because like
entry. You're like, hey, just make us know I'm naked right now.
I realized
balls out. All right, I got two fucking meatballs and a little penne pasta down here. All right, so
realized,
just so you guys know. Okay, we're working with El Dente, but if that nurse comes any closer, it's gonna be like it's fresh out of the box. So watch out.
Well, no, because the issue was like when I realized I shouldn't have been naked. So, and then like it tore a little. So I gave them a heads up.
Tore a little?
The thing they gave me, the cloth, I was putting it on wrong when I was getting so fucking ripped a little. So I was like, shit. So it was ripped. So they were like, put your underwear back. All right. Anyway, I put my underwear on. So then he looks, he's like, that's a skin tag. You need to have it removed. So I'm like, okay, no problem. I was like, this lady told me. He's like, no, why would she tell you that? He's like, a facial would have, it's so close to the eye, could have got infected. I'm like, yeah, that's why I didn't do it. Anyway, then he's like, this is embarrassing, but he was like, anything else? So I was like, oh, I have like a little skin tag under my armpit, right? And it's only embarrassing because it's my armpit. I don't know why it's embarrassing. So he goes, oh, let me see. He goes, lift your arm. I lift my arm like this. He takes this fucking thing. It was like a flamethrower, but it had ice in it. And he goes,
oh.
He sprays it. I was like, holy shit. I start screaming. So he's like, oh, that'll come off now. It's done. I'm like, why did you do that? So he's like, oh, it's fine.
That's how they get your warts off. That's how they get your warts off
like,
too. Yeah.
Do you have any other places you want me to check? I go, I don't want you to see anything on me anymore. Not with the freaking flamethrower over there. So then he goes, then he looks in my eye, right? He goes, okay.
Don't tell me he put that fucking Mr.
No.
Frost spray up to your
So he goes,
face.
I'll be right back. So he leaves. So now it's me and the nurse. I was like, yo, he's not going to fucking flamethrower in my eye with that ice machine, right? She's like, no. He's going to numb it with a needle and then rip it off. I'm like,
first pause.
Fuck?
I just love your life because of the accents. Because I know you're like, yo, he's not gonna like throw this flamethrower in my face. And she's like, no, he's just gonna numb it with the needle. Like it's just very this Staten Island dermatologist.
Did you see I made
everything?
I made a reel a few days ago. It was if a romance audiobook read by Staten Islander. It was read by
I didn't.
Like, Joey came home from the store. He saw his wife, Marie. He's like, Marie, what are you doing here? You know, whatever. It was stupid. Anyway.
I gotta go watch that. That sounds hilarious.
So then he comes back in and he puts a needle underneath my eye and he needles it twice.
Fuck, Gasper, I was not ready for that. That made my stomach flip.
So now I'm like, and that numbed my eye. And then I was seeing it because I could see.
No way!
And I was like this. I was like, oh, what the hell? So I'm crying. Not crying from pain.
Wait, shut up, Gasper. This man didn't just come in and say, give me your eye and shove a needle in there. But he looked at you and he's like, he said, I'm going to stick a needle in your face now.
Of course,
he warned
he told me.
Yes.
Yeah,
you're over here telling me the story like, and then he showed a needle in my eye and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
now it's numb. He's scraping and I'm like, oh my God. So I'm crying because it was not painful. I didn't feel a thing, but I'm crying because the needle. So he stops me and he looks me dead serious. He's like, are you okay? So I was like, yeah, I mean, I'm okay.
No.
I was like, I'm okay. I'm crying, not from pain. I'm crying because you put a needle in my eye.
I've been damaged.
I was like, I don't want you to think I'm crying. And he's like, no, I don't. I just want to make sure you're okay. I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. So then he leaves and then that was it. And then I just have a black eye now. So that was my visit to the dermatologist.
You look like, actually, your black eye kind of looks like when I got my vampire facial.
I know it. I kind of like it.
Yeah.
Like to me, black eyes were always cool growing up.
Yeah, super cool. I got my ass beat by a
No, it was like a badge of honor, you know, as a kid.
I got my ass beat by a raccoon behind Dwayne Reed. It was crazy.
But it's so itchy right now.
Dude, what else you got? This is great.
All right, so that was that. I did a show Friday in Jersey. And so remember 2 weeks ago my tooth fell out?
Wait, is this the other thing? Gasper's been texting me notes about things he wants to talk about on the podcast.
No, this is just random. I did, this is quick. I did a show in Jersey. Remember how my tooth fell out 2 weeks ago? Remember I lost my tooth?
What the fuck happened?
Well, remember when I was a kid, I climbed the pole to write penis sucks and I fell and I broke my tooth. I told that story on here. Every like 7 years, my tooth falls out again. It's a bonding. So we're about to go on
dentist.
No, that's what they do.
Can you fix my tooth too?
Nah, he'll fucking hit me with the freezer. No, it's supposed to happen. He's like, I could put a cap on it.
I had a like cosmetic dentist slide into my DMs asking me if I wanted to do a partnership for full porcelain veneers, my whole mouth. And he was like,
who did that.
you'll get 70% off. So I still had to pay. He goes, you'll get 70% off. And all we ask is that like you film the process and talk about it and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, are my teeth that fucking bad that you sought me out that I want? I was like, I do not. Well, first of all, that people who get these things come out looking like Mr. Ed Chompers, looking like you're about to feed them an apple and they're going to bite your hand off. It's insane. People come out of there looking like, oh, yeah, it's wild.
Do you brush them?
I would assume you brush them, but you're going to smell like you have garbage mouth.
Yeah, you probably mouthwash only. And maybe use a tongue scraper.
Gasper, you have to brush your fucking teeth regardless if they're fake or not. You have to brush your teeth. Yes.
Oh, yes, yeah, because it still has shit stuck on it, duh.
You're still eating.
I'm thinking just like
and shit.
Well, I don't know what you're eating, but I'm thinking just like you know, like a whole unit, like, you know, like
Yeah.
those teeth that shatter that you can
Yeah,
put on the
no.
desk and you just stick those in. Do you
Yeah,
know who that
no.
person is that I wrote in the chat?
Yeah, and they
He
look
got 'em.
not good. Like
Yeah.
no, I've never seen someone get two things and they look good. Okay, I've never seen someone get their teeth done and they don't. So people who get their teeth done smile back at me, and I'm like, the light, the light. It's so much. And then two, I'm gonna get a little backlash too. When people get their lips done by the
It
wrong
depends.
people, that's how I said, by the wrong people. Like when you don't get your lips done on a Groupon, everyone, because you're gonna come out looking like you got two salchichas stuck to that face. It literally looks like two hot dogs.
You got it one night. You got to come out me in Staten Island, and you're just gonna. It's like, hello, Joe.
Say when. I love you guys. I cap on Staten Island so hard, but ask Gasper. I loved it. Like it was like I was in a different country. It was amazing.
Yeah, I gotta like take you because like we've only done shows and then it's like super late. I gotta like take you to like Marina Cafe on Friday night. Oh no, I meant like if you wanted to see like the lips and stuff.
I want to see it all. Like I literally, I love it. It's like a different planet.
It is. Wait, so now are you gonna do it?
Hell no. There's two things that I actually, okay, first of all, things that I like about my face. I like that my teeth are not perfect, and I like that I got a big ass nose. I love my nose. I think it's got some good character.
No, you have a good face.
I think so too. Thank you, Gasper. I do. I think that about me, but I often think that about people too. I like when usually people have this one perfect features and other people's are just a little off. I've always been into that.
It's like Owen Wilson with the nose. Like,
yeah, like shit like that. I'm just like,
but wait, stupid question about the porcelain teeth. Number one, do you take them out?
No, they're like in your face forever.
Oh, they're like screwing them in?
Yeah,
and like
number two, they take your teeth down to nothing, and then they like drill the new teeth in or whatever.
And now, can you eat regular with it, like and everything? Yes. It's just normal.
Yeah.
I wonder, like,
if you could do porcelain veneers, but you could only eat applesauce.
No, but like I wonder, like, because like certain foods are hard, but you know what foods aren't hard? Factor meals. So stop wasting your time in the kitchen. You have better things to do than chop veggies with those big ass teeth. Okay, Factor's no prep. Factors. Factor, guys. It is there. Factors, no prep, no mess meals will fuel you up so you can spend more time on the important things.
Fuel you up.
Brushing your
they will fuel you up.
Yeah,
Factor's
fuel you up.
Fuel you up, you guys.
Fuel you up.
Not. Could you imagine that Factor truck rolling up to your house and you just whip out a titty? They're like, ooh.
Guys, the meals are fresh, they're never frozen, and they're approved by dietitians. Just pop them in the microwave or on the stove for 2 minutes. Heat it and eat it. Listen, What I like about Factor is even when my tooth was broken and my tooth was chipped, I could still eat a Factor meal because they're soft, they're nutritious. Some of them are hard. It depends what you order, but there's all different foods, and they are so quick, so easy. I bring them to work. Obviously, it's the summer now, so I'm just eating them when I'm just like kind of lazy throughout the day. Factor makes sticking to a healthy lifestyle incredibly easy. Choose from 6 menu preferences to help you manage calories, maximize protein, avoid meat, or simply eat a well-balanced diet. You're going to want to head over to factormeals.com/socialstudies50 and use code socialstudies50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month. That's code socialstudies50 at factormeals.com/socialstudies50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month while your subscription is active.
There you go.
So anyway, so I chipped my tooth, right? So I had a show in Jersey. Joe, my friend comes to the show and she made 100 of these.
What?
She got these. Look, I'm holding it up.
Oh yeah, I saw those in the picture.
She got this made at Oriental Trading. You know those like websites?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that they like made.
Yeah, I guess
stuff.
now they personalize. She got 100 made and gave them out to people in the audience. So while I was on stage, I was just looking out. For those of you who are just listening at home, it's my face on a stick with my tooth missing. Look how real it looks though, right, Joe?
It does look great, yeah.
You could probably see my eye, my skin
They
tag.
turned out perfect.
Yeah, I mean, like, look at that. Yeah, you could almost see the skin tag. And Joe,
Yeah.
I have tons of them. So next time we're around, we can hang out with them.
With your skin tags? Oh no,
no,
face
those are
things.
getting sent into the lab.
Thank God.
All right, Joe, what did you have to tell me? I saw you had some stuff that
Okay. Actually, I didn't. I just made those up because you said, what did you say?
Buc-ee's and
Oh,
dermatology.
Gasper goes, Buc-ee's dermatology. That's all he said to me. So I just sent penguin porn, Shaka Khan. Like, what am I supposed to say to that? This is
So you don't have a story? Because I have a penguin story for you about penguins.
no, but I don't. I want your Buc-ee's story because I love Buc-ee's. I'm a
Wait,
big Buc-ee's guy.
so let me just tell you, I went to the zoo yesterday, this famous zoo in Jersey. It's called Turtleback
What's it called?
Zoo.
Turtle bag.
Turtleback, like the back of a turtle.
Right. Anyway, Turtleback Zoo has a big cow. They have a big cow there.
No,
At
Turtleback Zoo in Jersey. They have lions.
Yeah, it has a big.
elephants.
They have a big like statue of a cow.
Oh yes, the statue. All right, yeah.
Right. Did you go to the giraffe house?
Oh yeah, we went to feed the dress. We waited online all this time. First of all, let me just tell you something about the zoo.
Turtleback
First off-
Zoo is small but cute.
It's not small. I don't know. It's small, I guess, to a zoo in Seattle where you guys just have animals running loose. Like that's a big zoo to us, I would think.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Anyway, first off, it was $20 to get in per person, right? The kids were 17. Lucy was also 17, but if you're 2 and under, it was free. So I go, come on, Lucy. I go, 2 adults, 1 kid, 1 under 2. My son's like, Lucy's not under 2. I'm like, shh. So he goes, Lucy's not under 2. Meanwhile, Lucy's so with it. Lucy's like, goo, goo, gaga. She's just like going with the flow. She's like, dad, 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 dad. So I'm like, oh, your second birthday's going to be so fun later. And Gasper's like, Dad, it's not nice to lie. You shouldn't lie. And then he made me feel bad.
Right.
Then
He
I'm
got
like,
your ass.
so I was like, all right. So I pretended to go back and pay for a second one. For a second
So how
kid.
much was it per kid?
$17 a kid.
But
Then
you pretended to do it. You didn't.
I
actually
pretended
do
to
it?
pay for Lucy. I wasn't going to pay for
How
her.
did you? How?
I
did
just
you
walked
pretend?
back to the thing and I was asking the lady questions. I was like, oh, what time? The parking was free, right? And then I was like, okay, yeah, I paid to my son. He don't know the difference. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I didn't want him to
I
think I was a
cannot
liar.
wait till our kids are older, well, specifically yours, and like
And they hear
listen
all this shit.
back to like old episodes of this, and they're like, "Wait, what?"
Dude, you know what's crazy? We've talked
They're gonna
about
be
this
like-
before,
They're gonna be
but
like, "You used to be able to say turtleback on the internet."
like what's crazy is like we've now been recording for 2 years, over 2 years.
And we
Which-
just have shit that is just out there.
But like, you know, like there's over 120 something, 130 episodes out there, which is
Yeah.
like wild. Cause number one, it doesn't feel like we recorded that much. And number two, like, do you think like our kids will ever go back and listen to this?
They can't. There's no way they'd be listening to years of content.
Yeah. Like
Maybe a few.
what's he gonna like sit and like be like, all right, let's start from the beginning. I want to hear.
Right. Maybe
how-
we'll have like some standout episodes that will be like, okay, go listen to that.
Yeah.
You know? Like-
Anyway, so we
yeah.
get to at the zoo, they were like, oh, it's so hot. None of the animals are out. So now
How
we're
hot
just
was it?
walking 85 degrees. These animals, it's called the African exhibit. I know it's hotter than 85 in Africa. So these lazy ass American animals, they won't come out. Then we're walking through. Oh, there's a merry-go-round.
But
Let's do it.
why should they have to come out?
No,
I
no,
wouldn't
but
go out if it was that hot.
Yeah, but then reduce the fare of the zoo. We paid $20 a person. We didn't see any animals. I saw like a cheetah. I saw a few giraffes. I saw penguins that were too camera shy. They were hiding behind a wall. There was a dog. Like they just put this dog on the exhibit because they were like, oh, he's friends with the cheetah. So he was on one side of the fence. The dog was on the other, and they were licking each other through the fence. The cheetah probably going to rip his face off later.
Yeah, I saw that at the San Diego Zoo. It was the same. They had a dog and the cheetah exhibit.
Yeah, supposedly when you raise them together as babies, they can like grow old together. But once they hit a certain age, they can't be in a cage together. I spent a lot of time with this dog because it was the only animal out. But then what they pissed me off is there was a carousel, $3 to get on the carousel per person.
Should be included.
So I go, what the hell was the $20 for? So then we get up to the carousel. I said to the guy, I go, it's just my son going on. My daughter's under 2. So he goes, okay, he could care less. Then I go, oh, I'm going to come on with him because he's nervous. So we all just went on the car. I'm like, the guy could care less. He's like, he just took my $3, you know? Like there was like a goat feed, $3. Everything was $3. It's like, oh, you could walk through a butterfly trap. You just walk through and butterflies fly.
So what the hell does any of this have to do with Buc-ee's?
No, that was because you said penguin pornography. It reminded me of penguins. I saw penguins recently. We haven't talked. I missed you. I just wanted to tell you stuff. Also,
in the highest. Okay.
Last thing, and then I'll tell you about Buc-ee's. Joe, did you ever, when you go to the barber, do you ever get them to shave your face?
I used to. I don't anymore.
Where they put the hot lotion, the hot
and they like
shower
trim your, they
cream?
like line your shit up. Yeah.
Yeah, I did it today for the first time. Felt
Nemo
so
did
good.
It?
Nah.
You're cheating on Nemo?
All right, so I went to Buc-ee's, right?
When were you in Buc-ee's?
Okay, so I did this show in Tennessee, and then I drove from Tennessee to Atlanta. Oh, yeah, because we didn't talk because I was in Atlanta, then you were shitting yourself for a whole week. Then, like, I was on a vacation. Yeah, because we haven't even talked. I don't even think we talked since I went on the, well, whatever. I went on the water park for a week. I went to a water park.
Oh, yeah. You were super busy, so we weren't really able to talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I climbed up we walked across a ladder 50 feet up. They strapped you up and you walked across tight ropes with a strap on your back. Gasper was dying to do it. So I did it with him.
Water park, though.
No, it was just an attraction at the water park. And we were doing it.
Like aren't water parks water attractions?
No, this was fucking horrible. And it was over the arcade. You walk over the people in the arcade at the resort.
Do that.
And Gasper literally, I am afraid of heights. So I was having a mental breakdown up there, but I couldn't leave him up there. So I was like, go, baby. Yeah, you could do it. Meanwhile, I was literally I was going to die. And I was like, this is how I die. I just die up here. And then watching him shake because he was so nervous, he turned, his little lip was quivering. He's like, Dad, I don't think I want to do this anymore. I was like, great fucking idea. I grabbed him. I like jumped off the cliff with him with the ropes on us. It was horrible. It was a horrible experience.
Jumped off the cliff.
There was you walk down a ladder.
Oh, okay.
There's no cliff.
Get to the Buc-ee's part.
So I was driving from Nashville from Tennessee to Atlanta. And there was 3 signs. Okay. Sign number 1, Buc-ee's. And they advertise the shit out of it. They're like,
they do.
Beef jerky like Buc-ee's beef jerky. Then 20 seconds later, there's another sign. It's like, you want to eat a beef brisket sandwich? Come on in, you bitch. And then it's like, you need a new gun cover? Get your fucking little bitch ass in here. So it was like, I was like, all right. Then there was a sign that said Bigfoot Museum. And
I would have been all over that. I was like,
oh my God, the Bigfoot Museum.
Buc-ee's. Dude, aren't you still so mad we didn't go to the ostrich farm?
And I'm still mad I didn't go to the Bigfoot Museum because what happened was I was like, all right, I have to get to Atlanta by 2 to return this car. If I can either go to Buc-ee's, which is everyone always talks about Buc-ee's. I feel like that's more culturally relevant and responsible for me to see. But then I was like, when am I ever going to see the fucking Bigfoot Museum? But I chose Buc-ee's because I was like, I guess I'm going to see what everybody. So for those of you who are listening at home, Joe, you explain Buc-ee's because you've lived in them.
a gas station that's like
Walmart.
almost a Walmart too. Yeah, and there's literally there's nothing you can't get. You can get a sandwich. You could get a lawn chair. You could get a
gun
beef
holder.
jerky. You could get a grill. You could get Christmas pajamas for you and your whole family.
Yeah.
You can get a branding iron with your initials on it. Like
An Easter bunny suit.
Yeah, you could get but then they have like a whole wall of different kind of trail mixes. That's amazing. Like one of my favorite hot sauces is from Buc-ee's. There's a bakery. There's a deli. There's a whole line of smoked meats. A butcher. Yeah. You can buy
the beef
and
brisket
chicken and
sandwich.
Shit. It's insane.
Was insane.
So it's fine. Like people rave about it. I'm like, it's all right. It's not bad.
I thought it was really good, but also like,
and they chop it right there.
Yeah. I also I ate so much brisket and barbecue when I was down there.
The best Buc-ee's is the Buc-ee's in Katy, Texas, for sure.
Is that near Austin or Dallas?
I'm going to be in Dallas in a couple weeks. I'm definitely going. Oh, I got to tell you about that. I got hired to be the comedian at a college. Great fun gig. Great paycheck, low stakes, right? In Texas, and it is a Christian college. And I was like, pause. So did the first guy he wasn't able to show up and I was available? How'd this happen? And they were like, no, they literally came asking for you. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm scared as hell.
No, this is like perfect for you. Get up, hit them with Hosanna in the highest. Just fucking.
Yeah.
No, you just got to do your stuff. That's what they want, probably. They want that cutting edge.
Actually, they have to be like super clean. They're like PG. And I was like, I can be clean, but I can't not be gay. So even my jokes, like when I do my jokes are still. They're
but does
PGAY. They're about me being gay.
Like not gay?
In the South, probably. But I don't care. I'm going to go do my thing. I'm going to be like, you hired me. Now run me my money.
Yeah, what are they going to say? We don't think it was PG. Like, all right.
No, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to report back on next week's episode because it's literally on Saturday of this week.
Wait, this week? You're going to be there?
No, the week this episode comes out.
Oh, I was going to say, because I'm going to be there this week.
Yeah. Oh, that would have been awesome.
Oh, that would have been fun.
That would have been so fun.
In a Christian college doing PG comedy.
Oh, Lord, had mercy.
Yeah. So, but Buc-ee's overall, it was overwhelming. Like it's so chaotic, and like it's like relentlessly things happening. Like there's no aisle that's not occupied. Like there was like a woman literally buying like Christmas stockings. Like why? It was July 28th. Like why? Because you're in Buc-ee's, People were buying the mascot. There was a mascot walking around.
I know. The mascot was walking around last time I was there too. Their peach habanero hot sauce is so good though.
Yeah, I just, what did I just eat recently? I just ate something. Oh, do you know what Wegmans is?
Wegmans, of course.
Dude, Wegmans
love
is
Wegmans.
The best.
Dude, Wegmans got these giant beans that my mother-in-law introduced me to. I didn't think I was that into beans. These giant ass beans and some sort of oil and like other accoutrement. These Wegman giant beans are the most amazing thing I've ever had.
What is it? Wegmans giant beans?
Did you type in Wegmans giant beans?
Yeah, it'll come up. The internet knows everything.
What are you looking at? Because when I type in Wegmans giant beans, it's not good.
Oh, is this going to be like some weird? Oh, no. Weird bean products.
I looked it up. It doesn't look like it, except marinated Gigante beans.
Gigante
like
beans. Yeah. No, but yeah. I love beans.
Oh, I love beans. I'm so hungry. I haven't been able to eat real food in so long.
So what have you
been
just eating? Crackers?
I think they're an inflammatory. Barely. I just tried pizza and I know that's going to run right through me.
Oh. Wegmans pizza is good.
Anyway. Shit, really?
You know what I'm at like
Damn,
a phase
stop
now
this.
with my
I'm like salivating. Well, to end the podcast, guest, we should that flew by. Should we read an email?
Yeah, let's read an email.
A thank you email, helping me laugh through my divorce.
Oh.
Hi, guys. Within the last year, I found out that my husband was having an affair with a 24-year-old at work for, wait for it, 2 years. First of all, fuck your husband. Here we go. Oh, and we had a 3-year-old. Second of all, fuck your husband again. We could spend an entire episode unpacking the crazy shit, but he doesn't deserve the airtime. That's right, bitch, because fuck your husband. To help deal with everything, I found myself out for daily walks and needed a light-hearted podcast when I stumbled upon this one. I am also a teacher, and I was instantly hooked. I listened to 4 years of episodes in 10 months. Same for Let's Watch TV as well. I was listening on walks, shopping, cleaning, laundry, grading papers, driving, etc. This podcast becomes my daily laugh therapy. This podcast allows me to escape. This podcast brings me so much joy. Thank you both for being who you are. You truly don't know how you have the impact you're having on people's lives, and I appreciate both of you so much. Joe, also, you're strikingly handsome. I cannot get over that jawline and beard. You're really doing it for me with that deep, soothing voice. You sound like gay Jesus, and I cannot get over it every time I tune in. Okay, that part I made up. Looking forward to seeing you. Looking forward to seeing each of you when you come back to Rochester, New York. Love, Mary. Mary, first of all,
thank you so much.
I'll give you a little tea, Mary. I just did a crowd work taping in Tacoma. It went amazing. It's going to be coming out in a couple weeks on YouTube. It was awesome. I think I'm going to call it, by the way, Gasper, Working Crowd. But every time I do this in a new city, it'll be that city. So it'll be like Working Crowd Tacoma, Working Crowd Portland, Working Crowd
girl,
whatever.
Working Crowd?
Yeah, like, I don't know, crowd work, Working Crowd. They're like a working crowd. They all came after work.
Okay, got a lot.
Do you hate? To be real, do you hate it?
I don't hate it. It doesn't flow nice. The words don't make sense. Working crowd. Like it's like a crowd work. I guess because we're so used to the word crowd work, it's like saying bottled water.
Yeah, but it's also working crowd. Like I'm working crowd. Like I'm working crowd. I'm working the crowd.
Okay, so then that's good. Okay.
Can someone with some like skill in this in writing titles write us in at thesocialstudiespodcast@gmail.com and let me know if you have any ideas of what I should call this thing. Otherwise, it might be called Working Crowd. Anyway, Working Crowd Tacoma. I loved it. It was great. It turns out really great. Loved it so much that I was like, I'm going to do this at some of my favorite comedy clubs in the country. The next one, already confirmed, January 2025, Working Crowd, Rochester, New York, at Comedy at the Carlson. I cannot wait to do it in the Little Room. It's going to be so fun. That's my favorite club in the country, actually.
You're going to be frozen.
This was such a great way to end. This made my day. Thank you for
that was very sweet, Mary. I'm sorry you're going through that, but we're happy to be here with you.
Yeah, I appreciate you taking the time to tell us that. And I love that we're able to get you through a tough time. And thank you for listening. We appreciate that. Can't wait to see you at a show. You guys, come to one of my shows, thejoedombrowski.com. I'm coming all over the country. Come to my Straight Friends too, which is in Seattle and LA, but also coming to Nashville and other places. Portland is another one too. And also, what else do I got going on? I don't know. Become a Patreon member at patreon.com/socialstudiespodcast and give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. We would love that.
All right. And come see me at gasperandazzo.com. Bye, guys. Thanks.